The Alaskan Brewing Company first started making beer in 1986. Marcy and Jeff Lawson originally opened the brewery and still run the company today. To this date, the company has won more awards at the Great American Beer Festival than any other brewery in the United States. One such winner is the Amber Ale. But is this amber worth picking up? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews.
What up, guys? Yeah, today we have good old Alaskan Amber that we'll be checking out. This is one of those beers that they've been around for a while. They're kind of they are part of one of the OGs of the microbrewery industry. They've been around for a very long time. They have some great beers. They have an Alaskan smoked porter. I actually have one sitting in storage. I think it's about 10 years old now. I've just been waiting for the right time to crack it open, and that'll be good. But the Alaskan Amber is also one of those that's been around and has had some good press and everything. Actually, they don't even really publicize it, but it's been reviewed pretty well. So I don't believe I've ever had this one before. So let's get it pouring. And as I pour, I'll just let you guys know that our website is finally up and running. It's at twodudesandasixpack.com. Feel free to check that out. And we got the official podcast back up and running, so you don't have to just watch it on YouTube. It's kind of boring. You can check it out on iTunes at twodudesandasixpack.com. You can download that to your, or check it out on whatever other kind of podcast listening stuff you use. But it's all up there. And now that we're poured, let's get into the smell. I'm actually not getting very much. Other than my phone alarm going off in the room. It's always doing that. Alright, I'm gonna get my alarm. I'm about to sit. I'm gonna come back and alarm just reminded me to drink. But alright. Yeah, I'm not getting much. There's a slight toasted aroma. Maybe a little bit of like a raisin or a toffee. I feel maybe a little some like a cereal grain going on, but not pronounced. I don't know, I'm not really getting much on this thing. So, I'm gonna give it a half on aroma. I'm not picking it very much up on it. So, I don't know. I'll give it a half for that, but alright, let's get into the smell. Let's get into the taste. Alright. It tastes a little thicker. It's definitely a little thicker than your kind of standard watery whatever. I just reviewed a Corona Premier. This is definitely thicker than that. You got kind of some of that barley, maybe a little bit of a black, not quite black licorice, but it's starting to go down that path. A little raisiny. Something at the back end. A little sweet at the back end. It's almost, part of me wants to say like a subtle apricot, but I don't. It's very interesting. It's like maybe there's a hint of like a molassesy apricot kind of thing going on. It's real interesting for an amber. Most of the ambers you have are relatively just kind of copy and paste. This one, much different. So I can dig it. The alcohol ABV is 5.3%. The thickness, you'd almost think it was heavier, but it doesn't taste super alcoholic-y. So, yeah, that's okay. I'm going to recommend it for the taste. It's definitely an amber, but there's more to it. There's more complexity to it, which I dig. It's always nice to get a beer that you don't instantly know everything about it as soon as you drink it. You know those people, it's like you meet them and then boom, you know everything about them by just looking at them. You're just like, you are really boring. This is not a boring beer. This is very complex, a lot of different layers, and I feel like every kind of sip you take, there's going to be a little bit something extra unfolding, so I can dig that. So I will recommend it on taste. Third category is value for price, and you're going to be paying a little more for it. You know, it's an import. That's not import. It's a micro, but they still have to ship it out of Alaska. So you're basically importing it. I mean, everything from the Canadian beers are going to cost less, to ship than from Alaska. So, you are going to pay a little more for it just for all the shipping deal. But for the most part, it's a well-established Alaskan brewing company that's been around for a long time. And I think it's worth it. It's not terribly expensive. There's other micros that are definitely way more. But I think it's definitely worth the price, so I will recommend it for value price. All right, next category is distinction. How distinct is it? And it's definitely distinct for an amber beer. This is not your everyday amber. If you have it, every micro or brew pub is going to have an amber, and it's kind of all just, it's generally the exact same beer for most places you go to. This is different. This has got much more complexity going on. So if you're just tired of your general old amber, check out Alaskan Amber. It's going to taste a little different. It's almost a bit of like a British amber kind of thing going on. It's got a little bit of that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm gonna say if you like a good just British ale, check this out. I think this will be up your alley. So I will recommend it for distinction. Next category is drinkability. How easy is it to drink? There's enough of that kind of like barley-esque thing to slow you down just a little bit, which is nice. I think it's enough to slow you down so you can actually really enjoy it. Without that, you kind of just drink a lot of your amber reds and it's just, whatever. But I like that. It forces you to slow down enough to enjoy the beer more. So good on them for doing it like that. So drinkability, I will recommend on drinkability. You can pick up a 6-pack and you drink it slow enough. It'd be just kind of like the perfect 6-pack with just yourself, with a buddy, whatever. But all right, last category is would I buy it again? And I think I would. This is a really fantastic amber. Even though at the beginning I wasn't really picking much up with aroma-wise, so it was very hard to get a grip on what exactly was going to happen. Maybe if I let it just kind of sit and warm to room temperature more, I would have gotten a better whiff of it. But for the most part, outside of the aroma that I wasn't picking up, everything else is just kind of really great. It's a beer that takes a style that you think you know and kind of just makes it better. So I will definitely be drinking it again, so I will recommend that as well. But alright, that is my review of the Alaskan Amber. If you've had it before, let me know in the comments. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be super duper awesome. And as I said, we got the website up, got the podcast up, so check that out on iTunes or whatever. And if you'd like to, you can check out my new book. It's called Travel for the Soul. Even if you don't have one, I got a link for it down in the section below. You can get it on Amazon or on Kindle or whatever. Love a glowing review. But yeah, that is everything. That is the review. So for myself and Alaskan Amber, take it easy.